Well, I'm going to get right into it because it's pretty late, and that was a diabolical performance from the Loons. Absolutely, expected going into Seattle. We never get a result in Seattle. I'm honestly starting to think we never will get a result in Seattle. So, yeah, we played horrible, absolutely horrible tonight. Kudos to Joseph Rosales, who I thought played well. Dane St. Clair, who was by far our man of the match, stood on his head, was incredible tonight and deserves better in front of him. Save after save after save from St. Clair. Rosales was good. Tani was all right. He had a couple good chances. Unfortunately, didn't score, but thought he was lively at least. The rookie center backs weren't great, but they're all right. I thought. Their rookie center backs, Bouchard and Dugan, who both played 45 minutes each. First, Bouchard in the second half, and it was all right. Or for Bouchard in the first half, Dugan in the second. Dugan eventually gets beat for the goal, the first one, and then the whole game absolutely fell apart with the Dotson red card. But we weren't playing good before that. We had our chances. We had just started kind of getting into the game actually. Unfortunately, with the subs that we made, and then Dotson makes that stupid challenge and gets a red card, a second of the season. Won't be available on Tuesday, which would have been nice, even though, he just wasn't very good tonight either, and no one really was. Pookie was bad. Bongi was mediocre. He's all right. No one was really good. I thought Mezzavini had an all right shift one of our better performers of the night, which doesn't say a whole lot, I guess, but unfortunately Samuel Sheshwaya came on in the 59th minute, and instead of his great debut that he had, it was a very poor debut, or second debut, I should say. It was not very good tonight at all. Very, very bad, actually. It was complete night and day opposite performance from him. Yeah. We ended up going to halftime tied at 0-0, which, we had a better first half than. Actually, no, we didn't really play well in the second or the first half at all, really. We had a couple chances, but Seattle dominated the whole game realistically. Even in the second half, when we kind of started getting into the game a little bit, Seattle by far had more of the chances. And honestly, Padelford, when he came on, was getting burned on the right. Him and Dugan were getting absolutely destroyed by Rothrock and their other winger. Honestly, both. Yeah, it was very poor, very poor. But yeah, so we make those subs in the 59th minute, and we kind of start to get in the game after we did make a sub at halftime for Dugan for Bouchard. They made a little bit of a sub. Roy Ruidiaz came on, Rothrock came on, and it was a clear red right out. It's a horrible challenge. Raul Ruidiaz actually had to come off later, right after, basically 6 minutes after the red card, because it just couldn't go on. But we made the sub 5 minutes before the red card, with Samuel Shwea coming on for Franco, Tani coming on for Pookie, Devin Padelford coming on for Loic Mezzavini. And we were really kind of going to try and go for it, I thought it looked like. But then the red card completely changed everything. They made some more attacking subs. Brian came off and Nyman came on, who I'm not really convinced on. Like I said, that last window in the winter, I thought was not a very good window. And it's proving to be a very bad window. Those young players that we decided to spend money on, I really don't think that. I really, really don't think that needed to spend that little amount of money, even though it was a little amount of money on players like Nyman and Biosmith. I just think we can find players exactly like them, if not better, in our academy. Actually, I know that. I'm pretty confident that I think there are some kids in our academy that can make that step up instead of those players. I don't know the logistics of everything, but regardless, yeah. So Nyman comes on for Brian in the 81st after they made some subs as well, and I mean they were getting chance after chance after chance. St. Clair was standing on his head with save after save, save after save, save after save, all night, especially towards the end. And then you just knew that they were going to get one if they continued to get chance after chance after chance, which they did. Paul Rothrock beating Dugan and Padelford, and first Padelford, then Dugan. And Dugan kind of holding him on, almost was offsides, but was clear as day onside. Slots it in for Jordan Morris, and Dugan or Tapias has to do something to help St. Clair there. They just didn't look like there was effort to try and stop that ball from going across, and Jordan Morris is the easy tap in. Basically nothing St. Clair can do there. It's unfortunate that his team lets him down there after his performance. End up Samuel Shoshua has a very poor challenge, unfortunately, in the box. Nicks up one of the Roldan brothers. They get a penalty. Rusnak steps up. St. Clair actually saves it. It's because St. Clair was standing on his head tonight. Absolutely was. Like I said, my man of the match, and I'm actually going to give St. Clair a 10 out of 10. I thought he couldn't have done anything else tonight, really. And then really right after that, Shoshua does some very poor. Thinks he gets fouled, which I thought he probably did, but the ref doesn't call it. They give away for an easy goal to go up 2-0 and the game's over after. It's just very disappointing that him and Dugan, or it wasn't really it was just him mainly. It was just a horrible giveaway in our third after we had to send everyone forward, and it was just horrible. So night and day difference from his first debut on the other day against San Jose. But so we lose 2-0, and yeah, there was one good chance that Rosales set up right after the red card, a little bit after the red card. Tani was through on net, and their goalie makes a good save, kind of tricks them. Thought Tani was going to go for the chip, and ends up getting saved, so it was unlucky. We had a couple chances, but realistically, expected goals was ours was 0.9 to their almost 4, 3 points something, really high. We just played horrible. And I'll get into the player ratings and wrap it up because it's late. And yeah, it's basically going to come down to Tuesday when we play Nicaca from the Mexican La Liga MX. And winner, if we win, we have a chance to move on, and they could still easily beat Seattle and make us maybe not move on with I don't know what the tiebreakers are going to be, but if we want a realistic chance of moving on, we have to beat the Mexican team. So we'll see what happens. St. Clair, 10 out of 10 for me. My man of the match. Mezzavini, a 6 out of 10. Harvey, a 6 out of 10. Bouchard, a 5 out of 10. Tapias, a 6 out of 10. Rosales, a 7 out of 10. Bongi, a 5 out of 10. Brian, a 5 out of 10. Dotson, a 4 out of 10. Actually, a 3 out of 10. Horrible from Dotson, actually. Franco, a 5 out of 10. Pookie, a 5 out of 10. And I could have even been more harsh on the back line. Morris Dugan, 6 out of 10. Padelford, a 5 out of 10. Tanny, a 7 out of 10. Samuel Shoshua, I'm going to actually switch Hassani to a 2 out of 10. Samuel Shoshua, a 3 out of 10. Moises Nyman, a 5 out of 10. Yeah, not a very good performance from the boys. And we'll be sitting at the bottom of the table, I believe, as of right now. So Tuesday we play the Liga MX team, Nikeka. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. But yeah, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time on Tuesday. But Loons lose 2-0 to Seattle in the first game of the Leagues Cup. Comments, concerns, questions, shoot them in the bottom. Ramsey, I'm going to give a 6 out of 10 rating to. I almost forget to do coach ratings sometimes. But as always, come on, you Loons. And thanks for tuning in.